How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good? I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm feeling really
feeling
refreshed.
fucking terrible, man. Fuck this shit.
Howard, Ted, and Marshall.
Fuck them niggas. Oh my god, that bitch ass freaking Ted broke his leg. That shit costs money, man. That shit costs a lot of fucking money. God. Fuck this.
Guys, I told them to abandon his cats a long time ago. You gotta listen to me, man. I told you they would bring you nothing but pain and suffering and a lot of hurt in the wallet.
Man, I was about to pay off all my credit card debt.
You've been saying that for months. Don't lie to the people.
Yeah, but I had to actually gather the money to do it. And then...
Do you want to talk about the price or do you want to leave that absent?
It's not much.
Oh, flexing, something slight. Drop them on him, my G.
No, my credit card maxes.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the cat. How long
fucking the cats? Oh my god, it costs like what? $700?
Oh! $700.
Bitch ass nigga broke his leg. They said it could have been $3,000. And I would have been like, nah, he's getting put down.
$3,000 for what?
He would need surgery on his leg.
Oh, at that point I'd be like, you keep him. Not for me.
A lot of people do that. They just give it up to a shelter or something.
Holy shit. Okay. Ooh. Got a little surprise there.
Already,
fuck off. Alright, anyway, let's introduce our names like 3 minutes into this podcast. I am Robert, your host. This is our podcast called Some Bad Decisions, episode number 14. Oof. Flying through, man. Feeling good. Feeling great. And this is my co-host, a.k.a. Meeman. I said a.k.a. Meeman. Meeman, a.k.a. Her God, a.k.a. Curve God.
He's already fucking up, guys.
Would you? Alright, do you really want to get through this? Especially after what happened last week? We were supposed to have our first video podcast, and we didn't have it because, and I guarantee you guys, this is exactly what happened. Meeman got lazy.
It's hard, okay.
And we had some issues with the desyncing that will not occur this time because the microphone audio from the camera is actually better than the mics we're using right now. So
okay, you don't need to tell him that.
Huh? What? I can't give him the behind the scene action. It's like
let me feel better about my fucking mics, man.
Oh look, you bought what you paid for.
Yeah, they were like the cheapest mics.
You actually got them. Like honestly, for the quality that we get for the price that we're getting is a steal. Anyways,
the soundboard helps a little bit, but these mics are pretty fucking cheap.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like a computer in that aspect. Like, you can mitigate things if you have some better stuff. But anyway, let's get to this beautiful music now. Ooh, this is kind of how I'm feeling right now after everything that's happened in, like, the gaming world this week. It's really gotten me in this kind of mood.
Like what?
I mean, well, this is Elle's theme. And the biggest topic on today's docket, on all the topics I got for the day, is Death Stranding. This polarizing as fuck game.
The reviews.
And it's not even Death Stranding, it's the reviews on Death Stranding.
They seem to be very, very mixed.
No, that's my problem with it. It's like, okay, they'll say in the review, like, yo, the gameplay loop is trash, the story's terrible. 87. What?
I feel like there was way too much hype behind this game, and it's not gonna live up to it.
You know what's the fucking funniest thing, though, in the world? I actually get the strangest suspicion that I'm gonna like this game.
I think I'm gonna like it, too.
I don't know what it is, and it might be because of when I've been actually reading some of these reviews and stuff, like, my expectations are just, like, to the fucking as low as they can be right now, but we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah. I was just waiting for that shit to kick in. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I need to start incorporating some video game music in here more often because I am running out of some like classical anime shit here. Okay, man. Alright, let's get into the full swing of things. Do you want to start with Death Stranding or do you want to start with good news?
Start with good news.
Okay. Into the Spider-Verse 2, baby! Ooh. April 2022.
That's really fast.
Is it, though?
It came out when?
It came out, like, last year, right?
2017?
2018.
2018?
Yeah.
That's pretty fast.
So, 4 years? Some slight.
I guess they got a big-ass budget for that.
Here's my thing, right? Me and Meeman actually discussed when we were doing this whole Spider-Man debacle weeks ago, and we were talking about this. We actually mentioned that Spider-Verse was definitely getting a sequel. So
Definitely.
but what concerned me was that the writers aren't going to be the same. And I was like, all right, I'm out. I don't care. But what excites me is like apparently the guy who wrote it and directed it, I think it's just Christopher Lord, or Christopher Miller or Phil Lord. Like they go together so often, I forget which one's their names. But he's like excited to be returning, and so I'm like, oh shit, are you actually like writing and directing again, or what's going on here? So not much was announced other than like a release date and the name, the title, but that's great news.
Yeah, excited.
It's going to be
April's going to be a good month.
It's going to be crazy, man. Like that's the most
420.
But it's not comes out. It doesn't come out next year, dude. It comes out in 2022. We gotta wait another 3 years. Well, technically like 2.5.
April.
Huh?
You just said April.
No, I said April 2022.
I'm gonna play this back and I'm gonna get you.
Good. Yes, play this back. I'm gonna respond in the comments being like, "Bitch, see." All right. The D&D Star Wars trilogy, the writers and showrunners of Game of Thrones, has been officially shelved due to their 5-year, $250 million bag from Netflix to make all these projects over the course of 10 years. A lot of people were talking about the fact of like they were excited and glad that they're not working on it because they messed up Game of Thrones, but like they're not working on it, it's because they have a Netflix deal. It's not because they messed up Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but I'm still happy.
Oh, for sure. But like at the same time, I'm getting Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy, which is gonna suck. So like I still don't care. Also, stop making so many goddamn Star Wars movies. Like
I'm bringing it out way too fast. Way too fast.
Like, can we have a break? Like, I'm genuinely so like. Episode 9 will probably be my last Star Wars movie that I see. I think.
There's just too many now.
Well, it's like I just don't care.
The new ones are not good.
They're bad.
So bad. Like they have all this like lore that they could use and like rework into their like whatever universe.
I just.
But they're just like no, scrap all that bullshit. But it's so good.
Well, like, man, it's just. There's just so much shit that was wrong with the sequel trilogy. Like, there's not very many positives out of it, other than like, I'm glad it really gave John Boyega a career. I like him a lot. It's really launched his star status. And it exposed me to Oscar Isaac, who I love. In these like he's like the lone bright spot in these films for me. So, there's that. We were supposed to be happy. I don't know why I'm still so sad. Here's some happy shit. HBO Max is getting like everything. It comes out spring of 2020, and it's $15. So it's the same. If you have HBO already, you're just going to be grandfathered into that program, and it costs the same amount. So you're good to go. Holy shit! Excellent news. Excellent news.
HBO's killing the game, right?
I was really worried that they were going to overprice HBO Max, being like, "Yo, we got all this shit, $20 a month, $15 I can deal with." You've got me for $15. Like Disney Plus with like all their extra shit, HBO Max. That's probably it.
So much as we complain about how pricey these subscription services are, it's still cheaper than cable.
Oh yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's way cheaper than cable, and it's more convenient. Because guess what?
In the day,
I can watch any show that I want anytime.
Right.
And I have their entire catalog. I don't have to wait for, we're doing a marathon. No, bitch, I control the marathon.
I mean, even when you get the live TV services on these subscriptions, it's not more than like $50.
Oh, per month?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to add all that shit up together for the year. And how it compares that to cable? I don't know. I don't have a cable bill.
Like
so
back in the day when I had Dish, that shit was $125.
Oh shit, per month? Oh wow. Okay.
See, cable. They were really stealing. They were like, "Well, what else you gonna get?"
I was not ready for that response.
What else you gonna get?
I was not ready for that response. I I can go into more of like the shit that they announced for it, but like everybody's gonna do that, and like there's no point in going to the deep dive for look at all this content. Like fam, it's HBO, it's Warner, it's AT&T shit. Like there's gonna be a lot of great shit on there.
It's gonna be good.
The thing I'm looking forward to the most, it should be no obvious, is new seasons of the Boondocks.
Yes.
That will be. Oh, I should also mention that I think just out of they got the streaming rights for South Park for $500 million, so that will be the exclusive streaming service, and I think it will be soon to be exclusive for Rick and Morty. So
I find it hilarious that South Park is so successful with the most basic animation.
well, that's my thing. It's like you don't
just
need
pure
to.
writing.
Yeah.
Pure writing.
Well, to be fair, I will say for this last season, I've been watching it. I've been keeping up with it. They've obviously like the style is still the same, but like they're doing more shit to it. Like they're adding way more flair and pizzazz. I really enjoy it as a guy who really enjoys animation for like good animation for good animation's sake.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. Guys, it's November now. So here are the new PlayStation Plus offerings for the month: Outlast 2 and Neo. I will get Neo and Outlast 2 just in the library. I probably won't play either. Neo, remember it's that Capcom Bloodborne game? Dark Souls game? Neo? Oh, you have it, dude. Like here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that is coming for free.
That's
Big
fucking
games.
useless.
Yeah, because you already bought it, you dumbass. I didn't.
You're not even gonna play it.
Doesn't matter. Maybe one of these days on a stream.
I guess maybe we can do an Outlast.
Oh, isn't that one of those scary games? No, it's not Outlast. It's Outlast 2.
Outlast 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably never gonna do that.
No, the fans will demand it.
Not from me.
That's gonna be funny. I can't wait to see all the things you could do for money just because the fans demanded it. Yo, I don't know if you guys saw that eye switch, but oh Jesus! Like we're going through we're going. All right, this podcast is gonna be really short. I'm through like most of my topics. Oh, to be fair, the last one's gonna be like super long. PS4 has officially sold over 100 million units, and not just that, it has now officially passed the Wii and PlayStation 1, making it the second or third like highest selling console of all time. So big shout out to the PS4. It might be my favorite console. I think it might be.
I'll wait till the PS5 comes out to decide that.
No, like dude, like PS4 was to be fair, I didn't play like a lot of the best stuff on PS1. Like if you played like Final Fantasy VII, then Metal Gear Solid, like there was a bunch of great shit on PlayStation 1 and PS2, let's be real. Like PS2 has the greatest launch lineup of any console of all time.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people like to say the Super Nintendo, but no, look at the PS2, look at the variety, look at the range.
I mean, the PS2 is just...
It's ridiculous. It's not even a competition.
I don't know if anything will reach that level.
No, there's no way. You can't get a launch window that has Jak and Daxter or Devil May Cry, what's it called? I keep wanting to say Silent Hill 2, Final Fantasy X, like, fam, just classics of the generation came out, like, with Grand Theft Auto 3, like, within, like, a year of the console release, or, like, it's nuts. It's just nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Oh.
Speaking of Rick and Morty, by the way,
Comes out next week?
no,
Is it next week?
no, it comes out the 15th, I think.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah, something like that. Dungeons and Dragons, Rick and Morty style combo thing. I saw this shit. They're making like a tabletop set where they have like all these like story shit that you like regular Dungeons and Dragons, but it's like done in the Rick and Morty style, and it's all written from Rick's perspective, which I think is pretty hilarious. And it's apparently like really, really good writing, like actually like TV show quality shit. So that's what you need to put you through it. Honestly, I thought about like I literally thought about buying that shit just to read the fucking scenarios because I was like, dang, that sounds funny as fuck.
I'm interested, but I'm probably not going to get it.
I'm not going to get it, but I would love to do that for like a drunk with the friends do it. Like after a night out, just being like, yo, let's start this tabletop set and let's just see how long we can do it before we pass out.
That could go 2 or 1 ways.
What?
Either they look at you like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Or
they're like, listen to it.
Dude, do you know how hilarious it's gonna be reading whatever the fuck Rick writes for his like adventure scenario?
I don't know. I still meet people who say, "I don't know, that's Rick and Morty." And I'm like, "Oh."
No, I was talking about doing it with our friends like Sirach and like Trey and shit, not like randos or the people like a Barry. I know.
All right, anything's fun with Sirach.
That's facts. Can't wait to have him on here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is my.
Talking about it, but watch him decline.
He already agreed to do it. He suggested it, so. Death Stranding reviews are out. This is the second to last topic I have, other than like our weekly anime section. And all right, let me.
Well, I do have my
Oh, you have your topics. Ooh. Oh, what you got? What are you bringing to the table
I ain't got
today?
No topics I just have one game review. That's all I did this week.
Oh yeah. Well, let me finish. Let's do Death Stranding, then we'll do your game shit, and then we'll close it out with our anime section. All right. First of all, Death Stranding. Let me start by saying this: if anybody has like, if you're one of those people that can only buy like 2 or 3 games like a year, like if you only get like games for like your birthday and Christmas, do not get Death Stranding. Don't do it. That shit, even for the people who enjoy it, like that shit looks niche as fuck. Death Stranding is a game where you are a postman, and that is it.
You have no idea.
That is the game. That is what Death Stranding is.
You don't know if you're gonna like it or not.
That is nuts.
I wouldn't spend money on it if I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not.
I am doing that just because I have a little bit of extra income to like waste on some shit like this and to create content.
I pre-ordered it.
Oh, well, you can unpre-order it actually.
Not on the PlayStation Store.
I don't know if you can.
You can.
No, you can. I think until within a certain time. You can cancel pre-orders.
I looked. I was like, how do I cancel this pre-order?
Yo, I
wanted to cancel it so I can buy the bundle for PS4 Pro, but I was like,
when I saw the Death
have the game.
You can do what I did with Kingdom Hearts and just get another one.
That's probably what I'm gonna do.
Dude, honestly, when I saw the reviews come out, my first instinct was to text you and just be like, or not text you, but to call you and be like, yo, so I don't think I'm gonna get Death Stranding anymore. Dude, the fact that, dude, you're a postman. You deliver mail. That's the entire fucking game.
Okay.
Fam. See, you like a little bit more of this experimental indie shit. Like, there's basically no combat. And this is the first...
I just played had no combat. So.
By the way, the first... Yeah, but here's the thing. The first 5 hours of this game, the most monotonous, tedious shit. Everybody who even loves the game be like, yo, it's really drawn out and bad in the beginning. But it's supposed to be like that. I'm like, the fuck? Like, those are from even the people who enjoy it. Like, even those people who give it high scores and be like, yo, I fuck with the gameplay loop. I really enjoy the story. The first, 5 hours are still, like you have to push through it.
Dang. That's 5 hours. You gotta push through. How long is this game?
It's as long as you want it to be, baby. Because there are people with random-ass fucking completion times. It looks like you can finish this game in, 15 hours. 15 to 25 hours. Like, if you just... Because there's a lot of side quests that you can do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because remember, it's an open world game.
Yeah.
By the way, this open world that has nothing in it. It's just environments.
All right.
I'm not...
Sit down, play some music in your headphones, and just walking sim, guys.
No, because it's a story-based... Yeah.
A story-based walking sim.
How are you supposed to die in this game? You fall off a cliff and you have real...
I thought, what are all those monsters in the fucking trailers then? Did they scrap that?
No, apparently, in a few sections of the game that there's combat, you shoot. You apparently have a gun.
Oh, I'm gonna just shoot everything willy-nilly then.
No, but, majority of the time there's nothing to shoot. So you're just dragging your cargo to the destination.
Guess I'm gonna just shoot some rocks then.
Is that really what you're gonna do? It's gonna take you slower. And you might lose the payload, in which case you die. Actually, I don't know if you die or if you lose the payload, but then you gotta start all the way back over. Because apparently the central game mechanic is balancing your fucking cargo and taking it to the destination. Look, man.
That sounds like one of those Flash games on the computer that you play what?
Guess what? It looks just to be a really, really artsy game on a max budget.
I mean, I'm all for those.
No. Like, I love Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. Those were made with the biggest production values for the PS2 generation, but we got a lot of misses. And also, Last Guardian. You can miss.
Yeah.
Easily.
Well, I feel like The Last Guardian was just...
And if I'm being honest, if I'm reading like a lot of these reviews, it looks like a lot of it missed, but nobody has the balls to say like, yo, this Kojima game probably sucks. And like, if you like it, it says more about you than the game.
I'm gonna wait for reviews until after it launches.
No, I had to look at that shit. Like, I was like, what is the consensus? And pretty much everything you will see in any review, whether it's bad or good, it's going to be like, this is the most polarizing game. And I'm like, fuck, that's a bad start. You know what nobody said? You know what nobody said about Red Dead Redemption 2? If this is going to be polarizing.
I mean,
you know what no one said about Last of Us? This is going to be polarizing. Like,
a lot of people gonna feel weird about something different at first. That's why I want to give it some time before.
Oh my god! How is it different? Like, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
What makes this game different?
I haven't played it yet.
Okay. Okay, yeah, but here's my thing, right? He's calling this, it's the new, like, social strand genre. What the
Okay.
What the fuck is that? What the
I don't know what he's trying to do with that.
What the fuck does that mean? And also, where are the balls that you get? First of all, Facebook's already made social games, by the way. But where do you get the balls to think you invented a genre?
He's coaching.
And here's my thing, right? I actually think I'm going to enjoy this story. I'm bashing the shit out of this game, but I have the weirdest suspicion that I'm going to like it, and then I'm going to have to eat my fucking crow when we play the game.
Remember this.
But I'm gonna let you guys know right now. Me and Meeman are gonna do a Persona 5-esque episode on Death Stranding.
Once we finish it.
Yeah, we're gonna give you our initial like thoughts on it when next week, since the game comes out next Friday. So we'll give you like our, probably like the first like maybe 6 to 7 hours of our game time impressions, but after that, probably wait like another week or two and we'll have the entire thing done. But like, man,
a week or two.
Like, what? You don't think it might take a little bit longer than that?
Well, it might take a little bit longer than that.
It depends, dude. Like the parent, like.
I mean, unless we just take a full day.
How long do you think it's gonna take? Like,
I don't know.
I'm telling you, completion times. Like, you can beat this game in 30 hours.
I still haven't beat Control, guys.
I can say I still haven't beaten Persona 4 Golden. I don't know if that's worse because I'm literally at the final dungeon.
Okay.
But I've been having to catch up with some schoolwork, which I'm finally about to catch up to today. So next week I will. By the time Sirach gets on this podcast, I will say I will have beaten Persona 4 Golden by then.
We'll be more together than this when Sirach gets here.
Honestly, Sirach's going to motivate us in like a way of just being like, fuck. We got to get through all this shit before Sirach gets here.
Damn, now we're hyping Sirach.
No, I'm just saying that Sirach will motivate us in the aspect of like, yo, in order to like get Sirach in like an even state, we need to like catch up with all of our bullshit that we need to get off. Because you can't be like, you can't talk about Control when like Sirach's probably like, oh, I heard about that game. Like, it's like you're falling on deaf ears here.
Someone needs to give him a PS4.
I got him. Yeah, what? Wait, no, don't say it like that. It makes me sound super wealthy, which I'm not. I am broke as fuck.
No, he just was an idiot and bought another console for Kingdom Hearts 3.
No, where's the idiot part? I would do it tomorrow. I would do it again.
And he bought the game twice, guys.
Yes. That is technically true.
I mean, it's just being a fan, guys. He's a super fan.
It's not. It's technically true. That's not even real. Yeah, that is super fan things, if I'm being real. But I'm still objective about it. I acknowledge its shortcomings.
Did you get the collector's edition?
No, I didn't get the collector's edition. I was going to, but I wasn't buying a collector's edition for 3 toys. And I was like, nah, sorry. I'll get the deluxe one though for like $10 more.
He's at the borderline of super fan. He's not quite jumped the hurdle yet.
Yeah, like fam, you don't see me with all these like Roxas toys and shit. Like, I didn't do that.
I haven't seen his room, guys, so I don't know.
I don't have posters up on my wall like a certain someone.
As I said, I haven't been in his room. I don't know, guys.
I'm telling you, no. I'm telling you right now. Like,
I don't
Relax.
know. You've lied before.
About what?
A lot of things.
Yes, that is true, but never about my room arrangement.
Well, we never talked about your room arrangement.
Oh, and yeah, we have actually. I've told you it's in my room before, and you've been in my house. Damn straight. Anyways,
You go.
yeah. Anyways, that fucking veered off. I just want to say to anybody who hasn't even looked at shit, like, it looks like it's a very niche game. Wait on it. Watch live streams of it. Like, if it seemed like that would interest you in whatsoever, like...
At least the first hour, honestly.
No, like, that's apparently there's no story until, like, after 5 hours. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
If you can't get past the first hour, you're not getting past the
And
first
you know,
five.
you know what's the funny thing is? It's like... Everything just stacks on each other. So, like, the gameplay loop is central. So, it's like, you just get, like, building things to it. So, either you like it or you don't. It's not like... You know how, like, Kingdom Hearts, Devil May Cry, really any action game, they give you a very limited base set. And so, it's really not that much fun to attack. But when you get all these new moves, combos, ways of interacting with enemies, it becomes immensely satisfying, especially when you see where you started from. So, it's not really a central gameplay loop. But Death Stranding is, which is like balancing packages to the destination.
That sounds like
I don't know how that's fun. And like,
it sounds like fun to me.
And the funny thing is, everybody will be like, yo, Death... And I'm one of the people who thinks that like not all games have to be fun. Like, you can do, it's a diverse medium. There's a lot of things you can do with it. But no one's made a game that's lasted as long on a gameplay that's not fun. And that's what most people are saying. Even the people who like the game are saying, like, most of the time, it's not fun. There are people who'll be like, yo, I get kind of addicted to this, like, gameplay, like, loop. And, like, I don't even really care about the story, but, like, I'm kind of just addicted to just delivering packages, and I'm like, word, like, if that's the game for you, then go for it. But, like...
I mean, there are, like, package delivery games.
Oh, yeah, Papers, Please was, like, a big hit.
Papers, Please was great.
I wouldn't know.
That wasn't a package delivery game.
Yeah, but you still...
But it was mundane shit, basically.
Yeah, mundane shit, yeah. That's what I'm just gonna say. Like, hold off on Death Stranding, people. Don't make this like the biggest selling PlayStation exclusive, like bigger than Spider-Man. Like, trust me, you will be disappointed.
Or maybe it is.
Dude, if it, I would be sad. I would really be sad, because it shows we're not educated consumers. And I give the gaming community
as long as it doesn't happen within the first week, we're straight.
No, like this, like what's it called? That stuff happens like within like the first couple of days is when you know. Like if it sells more than 1 million copies in a day, then there's a lot to be worried. But if it doesn't, then we're good.
I mean, also this game has been marketed like.
That's another thing that worries me. Well, no,
super like intensely.
I will say this, like dude. It seems to me like. You know what? Like when I saw all this shit, you know what's the first thing that popped in my head?
What?
This is the fucking hot. This is like an HD version of The Witness.
Fuck that game.
I mean, all you do in that game is solve puzzles. All you do in this game is deliver packages.
It doesn't even give like the game starts out with you just like.
Now, granted.
Boom, I'm here. No story, no like panning of the environment. No, you just wake up.
Did you? That's because you haven't deciphered all the secret runes yet. That no one's deciphered yet. After like 5 years.
It doesn't even tell you which way to go.
Also, did you never look up what happens at the end of The Witness?
I didn't care enough.
Basically, you're like a game tester, and like you come out of the game tester, and then you start seeing patterns that you see in the games, like all around the world.
That game can go fuck itself,
dude. Wait. Honestly,
I'm all for puzzle games, but that was obnoxious.
The Witness deserves like one of those centric episodes. I just don't have the energy to play it. I'm so glad I never like went through that game. But watching a stream of it and watching a man slowly lose his mind is wildly entertaining. But like, it's also just...
See, my issue with it is a lot of the puzzles reset if you fuck up. And then you have to go through and do all the puzzles all over again. That was in that line of shit. I was like, nah. And you have to walk to each puzzle. Some of them have time limits, and I'm like, oh, yeah, nah.
Isn't there a run button?
Huh?
I think there's a run button, though.
Yeah, but still. That's stressful.
Oh, God forbid you get some stress in your puzzle game. Well, actually, to be fair, puzzle games are supposed to be relaxing. Like, He's innovating the puzzle genre,
Fuck
V-Man.
Fuck him. That's why he's broke now.
No, he's actually wealthy, dude. The Witness made way more money than Braid did.
I'm so mad y'all bought this game.
No, I was happy that it made money and everything, but like when I like eventually saw what like the creation was, I was like, oh, he scammed us. He got that shit off.
People get away with the stupidest shit.
Let's talk about. All right, we're done with this Stranding, I think. Let's go to Afterparty.
So this week I played both Oxenfree and Afterparty. Do not buy these games if you don't like the Telltale games. They play kind of exactly like it. What I do like about these games is they have like this interruption feature where it's like the dialogue feels like a normal conversation.
Okay.
So it's not like you wait till they finish speaking what they're speaking and then decide. Like, your options will fade away as they're finishing their sentence.
Like, so, wait, when you say interruption features, are you saying, like, I can respond with what my answer is, like, midway through their talking?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's like how you talk in a normal conversation. You don't wait till someone's done talking and then wait a couple of seconds and then say something.
Oh, it's not as stiff, like, the dialogue isn't as stiff.
Yeah.
Like, it's more fluid.
It is very fluid.
Okay. How about you delve into, like, who made Afterparty? What's the plot? What's the gameplay?
It's by One Night Studio. Is that their name? Yeah, One Night Studio. And basically their first game was Oxenfree that kicked off and was really successful. Their new game, Afterparty, came out last week. Was it last week? Yes, it was last week. And it's about you just trying to win a drinking game with Satan so you can get out of hell. That's the whole premise of the game. It's about 6 to 8 hours long, I would say.
Oh, that's surprisingly meaty for an indie game.
Their last game was 5 hours long, so it's a little bit longer. But a lot of it is not because the game is longer, it's because of how slow you fucking walk, which I had a problem with in Oxenfree as well. They like built on that. They made it a little bit better in Afterparty.
They're consistent.
Yeah. Oxenfree was so painful to play. I'm like, yo, why is there no run button? First of all, they have you backtrack a lot in Oxenfree. It is so annoying. But in this game, they like actually like when you have to go a little further, your character will actually kind of speed up a little bit and start like jogging. So that made me that gave me a little bit of peace of mind. And it's not, and each area there's islands, and the water, it's not water, it's like lava, because you're in hell.
Yeah, I would hope so.
And there's this taxi that takes you to each island, so it's like less painful.
Uh-huh.
And as you're riding the taxi, they have
Is it like a fast travel? Or is it like...
It's not more so a fast travel, it's more so that's just how the story progresses.
Gotcha.
Like, I guess you can fast travel, but you have to get to the end of the island and use the taxi. So
Okay.
You still have to do a fair amount of walking. Now, my only issue is the game doesn't really have any puzzles in it where I think it should. It just has these mini games that are kind of like drinking games, like beer pong and shit.
Are they challenging?
They're pretty fucking difficult. And plus, your screen actually wobbles because
you should probably detail the status in which you played this game, sir.
So, the drinks actually get you drunk in the game. No shit. And what I found cool was, at the top of usually you will have two options, and then at the top of you have a square option, a circle option, and a triangle option. Usually indoors, the triangle option will say drink, and when you drink a different type of drink, it gives you a different type of dialogue option. Like, some make you flirty, some make you an asshole, some make you sound intelligent.
Oh, okay. I thought they were going to give you, like, history on, like, the drinkers and
No. Different drinks make you respond to things in different ways.
Oh, okay.
And
Cool.
I found that feature really fucking cool.
Oh, okay.
But the actual gameplay itself is kind of, like, mediocre. Their dialogue, like, gameplay is, like, amazing. But I think they focused only on that and the art style and forgot about the actual game.
To be fair, I will say this. From the trailers and shit, the shit looked great. I love the way the voice acting was top tier.
The voice acting is the best part of the game. Honestly, all the characters are well casted. Everybody is just... The comedy in the game is just really fucking well done. A lot of people don't like it because it's kind of raunchy and stuff.
How raunchy are we talking?
Not a lot, but they're very vulgar and stuff. It's hell. Like, what the fuck did you expect?
Also, they made Oxenfree, a game I've never played or heard of until today.
Oxenfree, it's more like teen, like college-ish.
Ooh.
Like, dialogue, like how people will talk if they're in college or if they're teenagers.
Oh, so they say lit a lot?
They don't say lit, actually, which is fairly odd.
Okay. So
But it is, like, entertaining to listen to, and everybody's, like, you can send people to hell.
Wait,
You
what?
can damn people. Like, there was a trial, at one point in the game, there was a trial.
Wait, is this an Oxenfree or is this an afterparty?
This is an after party.
Okay.
There was, at one point in the game, where one dude was on trial for, he was innocent, but he was going to go to hell, and you can pretty much condemn him to hell by botching his, what's it called?
Defense?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Did you send him to hell?
Yeah.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Because I needed something. They were like, I'll give it to you if you send this dude to hell.
He might have given you a better item if you let him free.
You don't get items in this game.
What'd you get from the guy?
So, once you get to Satan, he says, go beat my monarchs
Yeah.
in a drinking game.
I remember that in the trailers, yeah.
And then I will beat you. So, to get that, you gotta just get the seal of approval from the monarch. And you can either try to beat them in a drinking game, or you can...
Send other people to hell?
Or, like, do what they say. But usually you have to do what they say. It's not really much of a choice. And then...
Wait, like, maybe you can... Wait, just beat them in a drinking game, bro. Like, there's probably, like, multiple endings and shit. Is there?
There's 3 endings.
Oh, so there are multiple
And
endings.
the endings all suck.
Well, how about let's talk about the one that you got?
I got the...
Let's not try to spoil too much.
Okay. So there's 3 endings. One is...
The one you got, sir. We're not spoiling all the endings. What was the ending you got?
when you lose to Satan and you stay in hell.
Oh my god. How could you lose to Satan, bro?
Because that drinking game is hard.
Isn't it just quick time events?
No, it's like stacking the glass on top of each other.
Oh, so it's like balancing.
And
so it's like Death Stranding.
Yes! And it was so dumb. And I was like, yo, this is so hard because as you like keep going, it gets harder and harder. But Satan's just like, bop, bop, bop. I'm like, yo, that's not fair.
Wait. Does it like lock you into like like? Do you get a chance to redeem yourself like from that last save point or like?
So he gives you another chance. He keeps giving you chances until you beat him.
Okay.
But you have the option to just give up. I just gave up. I was like, yo, I haven't won a single one of these throughout the whole game. Fuck this.
Oh, so you lost all the drinking contests.
I won the beer pong ones. That's so much easier than the stacking the glass shit.
Yo. I can't believe you condemned our protagonist to hell like that.
No, they're cool with it.
Wait, what? Why are they cool in hell? They were trying to get out.
So they're trying to get out. At the end of the game, you made friends and stuff. Hell it ends up not being that bad.
It has a bad reputation, you know? Like, people are really prejudging of hell.
Yeah, but at the end of at the end of my ending, it was like, yo, we found another loophole, like, alluding to a sequel or something like that. And I was like, oh, I like this ending.
Oh, so that's probably the canon.
The ending I got was probably the best ending you could get.
No, okay, now I gotta know. What are the other endings? What if you beat Satan?
If you beat Satan, you go to Earth, and it's kind of a dull, whack, boring ending.
Do they also... Okay, what's the other one then?
The other one is kind of close to my ending. It's just... It's wacky. You lose on purpose instead of giving up.
How do you do that?
Just keep losing. And eventually, he stops giving you retries.
Oh, so you have to lose enough times where he's like, alright, that's it, no more redos? What happens then?
I think. I'm not sure about that one.
Okay. But what else happens?
Yeah, the endings kind of suck. They're pretty like.
So it's pretty much the exact same thing as the last one, other than like he's maybe a little bit more aggressive with his dialogue.
Yeah, pretty much. No, he just acts sad because during that whole sequence when you're like playing Satan in a drinking game, in a series of drinking games.
Yeah.
His family is having an intervention with him.
Who, Satan's family?
Yeah.
What are they saying? Like,
They're saying, like, you need to come back to work and, like, start managing hell again. And stop partying all the time. Like, he's having an actual intervention and it feels very, very awkward. But it's so funny in that sense. It's like, oh, should we come back or no?
Well, I think we should cap this last little thoughts on After Party with A, the price, and B, your overall recommendation.
So the price is about $20.
Ooh, that's a little much. Actually,
for a new indie game, it's pretty okay.
Yeah, well, I would say for the amount of art, like the level of art you're getting, that's worth it.
Yeah.
All right.
Overall, the game is great. I enjoyed it. I understand this wouldn't be everybody's cup of tea. If you don't like the Telltale games, like style games, do not buy this game, because that's all it is. There's not even like fun like puzzles to do. It's just explore the world and do the main story.
Oh man, I gotta be more conscious of being on camera. I just yawned, just started like doing this shit, looking randomly. Like I'm fucking up right here, man. I'm sorry, guys. I blame me, man. I was really on my game when I knew we were being filmed, but now I'm just like, oh, taking it easy, slumping. All right, let's get into the anime review sections out here.
Let's do it.
All right, let's start with we'll go to your pick, our shared pick, and then we'll end with my pick because I picked the greatest show of all time.
So Assassin's Pride has kind of put me off a little bit because it's turned into the genre that I hate. The vampire love story. It does not indicate anything about vampires in the first like 2 episodes. And then suddenly it's like, yo, at the end of episode 3, it's like, I'm a vampire. And I'm just like, bruh, no. And
Does he really say it like that? Like, I'm a vampire.
Nah, they're like in the middle of a battle and he's like, I gotta unlock it. And I'm like, yo, what is he doing? His hair turns white. I'm like, no.
Is he turning into a demon? Are you sure he's not just a demon? Does he say the word vampire?
He's half vampire and half human. It was going so well.
I told you that thing was gonna suck.
It was going so good until they revealed that plot point.
Do you want to know how I knew it was gonna suck? The generic ass name. When your name is just that bland and boring, it's like you clearly didn't put the effort into this.
I mean, it's well written. It's just.
Is it though? Actually, I can't tell. I don't know. I haven't seen it other than like the first like 20 minutes.
It's well written. Like the world building's okay. It's doing well for what it was going for.
Fuck.
And I'm like, now I don't want to watch it anymore.
All right. Well, something you didn't want to watch is something you can't stop talking about. Let's talk about the SAO. We're only talking about episode 3 this week. Next week for sure. Knocking on 1. We will do 4 and 5. We didn't do 4 because I said today. We're not doing 4 today because.
Has Robert dropped the ball, guys?
No, I just said fuck 4.
He dropped the ball.
Episode 3 was so awful. I was like, no, I'm not doing 4.
Episode 3 was awful, guys.
Episode 3 is probably
the worst SAO episode I've probably ever seen.
No, the rape scenes are worse. Worst episodes. So watch your tongue there. And I'm talking about the second season. You forgot how bad season 2 was, by the way.
Yeah.
Season 2 was bad. Like.
Oh, the cringy like cousin shit.
Yeah, you're forgetting that.
I kind of blocked it off of my memory.
And the bother thing
too traumatic.
Is the fact of like there were some really good ideas that were in like the first half of this show. If we're counting like Alicization and being part 1 and War of the Underworld being part 2, there was some really good shit in part 1. And now we're really full into the decline here. Seeing Asuna like talked, there was first of all, there's no underworld shit this episode at all. I don't think they showed one scene.
Nope, it was all real world shit, which no one wants to see.
By the way, nobody cares about any of those characters except for Asuna, and she's only in like maybe 5 minutes of the episode.
Yeah,
7 minutes tops.
I'm gonna dive in there too, and I'm like, oh, I see where this is going.
No, you really don't. Actually, I don't remember. Do they mention what they mentioned? Like she's going in as her status, right?
I forget.
I don't remember. But actually, they probably no. I don't think they know because that was supposed to be a surprise for in the book. So, also how they end the episode of being like, yo, with the Dark Knight apprentice with like the experience. He's like, yo, we're gonna take out all these like people that from these races that like you as the audience have no idea what the fuck is going on. Like, what is this late world building bullshit? You're supposed to have done that when you had your awesome tournament arc that you set up that you just fucking abandoned.
A lot of the Dark World stuff should have been like integrated with the first.
First half of the season, I agree. Definitely. And there were plenty of opportunities to do so, especially like during like the time like they were all kids.
Yeah, like they should have like at least give us a chance to like these characters.
Or even know who the fuck they are. Like, I don't know who the fuck there's a Dark Mage Guild,
and I know all these niggas are gonna die with the quickness. I have a feeling they're gonna be gone so soon.
Is like, yeah, like, the best part is like the leader of the Dark Knights is like is asking his apprentice like, hey, I know there's a huge age gap between us, but do you want to be my wife? Even though, I've been mentoring you for 4 years. Where's Me Too on this, man? This is creepy. Actually, to be fair, like, SEO has gone way creeper. To be fair. But, that was
I don't
nuts.
Know why we picked this as a show.
Oh, I know why we picked it. For mad views, bro. Mad views.
Yeah, that's all you mean to us.
No, I do it just because I'm genuinely like...
I mean, I'm kind of invested at this point.
I wouldn't even say I'm invested. I'm just like, I want to see what they do with it, and they're not helping the situation at all that was laid out in the books, to be fair. The books don't give you much to work with at all.
SAO has just been disappointing.
I know. And the worst part is I know I'm hooked. I'm going to watch read the next arc. Yeah. They, you know what they did? They powered me after one season. Oh man, I know nobody here will probably ever watch Power and shit, and I don't. But waking up after like daylight savings and like checking to see like my Twitter and shit, being like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then seeing like who shot Ghost. I was like, wait, what? And then it showed like they showed him being like, in the arms of me. I'm like, motherfucker's a drug lord. What? I'm like, yo, this show.
Yeah, I stopped watching Power after season 3, guys.
It's really nuts that how like they really. I can't even say they Game of Thrones'd it, but like, fam, they're doing everything in their power to make it just as awful as it can be. I can understand.
I don't understand why people struggle so much in ending a show.
Do you want to know, like...
Just do what you were going for in the beginning.
Do you want the honest answer to that? Are you sure? Can you handle the honest answer to that?
You're trying to make the series.
Worse, they don't have an ending. And, let's be honest, even if you're a really good writer, you probably don't have the flexibility to adapt when... The circumstances you laid out have vastly changed from when you started out. I'll give you a perfect example. A series close to your heart, How I Met Your Mother. The series finale for that show was shot after season 2. That's also the last time they filmed any time with the kids in the shots. If you notice, like with them talking and shit, that doesn't happen after SA2. I said SA2. Season 2.
Season 2. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so they filmed that shit after season 2, and I understand they just should have changed. Like they should have had more possibilities for that. Is all I'll say.
Should have had multiple endings.
Huh? Well, it's not even that. You should have just scrapped like the kids scene at that point, or like at least heavily edited it. You can just be like, hey, like you can have them like nodding and shit, and being like, yo.
Why didn't you just keep the mother?
Well, we're not. This is not a How I Met Your Mother discussion.
They probably didn't have her. Okay, never mind.
We're not. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Like honestly, this shit's gonna get worse. And like, as a guy who knows what's gonna happen, like, there's a certain point that I'm waiting for because, like, honestly, that I need to see Sirach's reaction to this. To be honest, that's what I'm waiting for the most because there's an event that happens where you're like, what the fuck? And honestly, I'm just kind of waiting for that and dreading it.
Did you give Sirach his homework to watch SA?
I haven't, but I will at some point. He has to watch SA. But the thing is, I feel kind of bad because, like, it's going to be terrible when I tell Sirach, like, hey, like, you've got, like, 24 episodes to watch? And he's going to enjoy, like, 3/4 of that. And be like, oh, Robert, why? And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm not a monster.
I guess I'll have to do it.
Go for it. I won't be a part of that crime. Shh. No, that's you being a fucking asshole.
What's my name?
Actually, your middle name is Dean. No, it's not. No, you told me what your middle name was. I just forgot. Yeah. It's some long, ridiculous shit.
It has hyphens in it, guys.
Fam. Whatever. Anyway, let's talk about the powerhouse of this channel. Oof. The thing that is propping it up right now. Let's talk about Oretsuki. Episode 4. Oh my god. First of all, I didn't know how much I needed this again, but another bench scene, well done. What a genius done. And I will say it. What?
You said party this time. Oh, that was so well done.
Dude, I gotta give the Japanese voice actor so much credit for his English. Holy shit. He really, I can tell, he's fluent in English, but he knows how to, turn on the accent a little bit for comedic effect and shit. And when to turn it off to be, just saying, regular shit. It's awesome. Yeah, blue-haired chick, I think, might be my favorite of the entire crew.
I think so. I think she won me.
Of this
She's
shit.
hilarious. I feel like this was her plan the whole time.
No, that definitely was. But, the thing that got me was, the end of the episode where you see the President Cosmos, fucking just, with the murderous face.
She's like, I know what you did, ho.
Word. I was like, oh, don't do that. I like blue-haired chick.
It's just gotten really interesting. I like the rom-com aspect of this.
Oh, yeah, I love how much it's playing into that, being like, yo, I'm setting all this shit up, I'm putting it together. And then he gets busted, and he's like, no, you don't understand, it hasn't been set up yet, but he can't even say that.
It's like, wait, I'm still working on it.
Also, the fact that it all times back to that stupid baseball game is fucking hysterical.
Oh my gosh, he was like... You saw me looking at this guy. Why?
With the most lecherous... First of all, you won me when you said lecherous. Oh, shit. She's fucking hysterical. The fact that she leaked... it's fucked up to say it, because she's really just cleaning up her own mess, but I'm pretty sure that she's the one who intentionally leaked that story early. Yeah. And everything. But I did appreciate you cleaning up my name. You didn't let me fester, with loneliness for a while, like a certain other person I can mention. Miss Librarian out here.
It sounds like one of Barney's plots.
We're not talking about How I Met Your Mother.
I gotta refer everything to How I Met Your Mother.
No, you grew out of that.
No, I didn't.
One thing that did strike me with that was, it seemed like, the group was already started planning ahead of time for the separation kind of thing, being like, yo, I don't think we should take a break and shit. Sun Chen being like, yo, I got shit to do and everything. Mm-hmm. So that definitely gave me cause to pause. Also, the fact of that she's just allowed to stalk, she's allowed to just stalk him like that is kind of crazy to me that she works herself into that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it
was a good setup episode.
It was really... I can't wait to see... What? I'm just hooked to that show week to week, man.
Honestly.
Oof.
I look forward to it every week as my saving grace.
You need to stop doing that. You really need to stop doing that. It's not funny. It just angers me. The audience doesn't get it, but we're gonna fight.
They won't need to yet.
That's not even gonna be out for months, dude. I hate you. Anyways, there's... What the fuck? Anyways, wow. There was a aspect of the fucking episode that I was gonna mention,
the character dismodeling was so good this episode. When he saw the bench and he got the really pointy nose.
Oh. Fam, they just...
The artistic choices in this episode were pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
Bringing the bench back.
You just won me over already. But yeah, I think we're being a little bit repetitive here. Anyway, it was a great episode. It's more of like a setup kind of thing. Like more fleshing. It's more about fleshing out like the character in the world.
Yeah, they're basically
like,
setting up the next plot point.
Like they're definitely setting up the dance. It looks like that may not be the next episode, but it will definitely be episode 7 or episode 6
at the very least.
Yeah, for sure. But like when they this is what I want to mention. This is my last thoughts on it. Like I love the reason why I like blue haired shit so much is just because like her emotional range. Like you see the fact that she's about to she's about to cry when he gets exposed. Like she genuinely wants to be like the filling girl after like that shit just like blew up in all their faces and shit. Like I really appreciated it.
You honestly got to give the animators props.
For sure.
Subtle, like, emotional shit that
also,
they show.
They could have so easily packed this show in, but, like, someone on that staff was like, no, guys. This is the beginning of greatness. And then, like, it took someone to see what the writer's vision was and just be like, no, this resonates with me too much not to fulfill. Like, there's way too much great shit. And they know how to, like, save on animation costs because, like, there's a lot of great animation in the show, but like they cut costs by like there'll be a lot of times where like there'll be like shit happening like that'll be like what's the best like they'll just have like a frame just be like a paused frame essentially just occur and it'll happen for a beat on the screen for a few seconds.
They'll just pan on a still image.
Still frame.
What DBZ used to do, honestly, but in a way better way.
Yeah, well, I think as animation has progressed, like
the comedic effect is a really nice touch.
Well, like a lot of that time is just used to show like the passing of time, and like it's a lot better because they'll show movement by moving the frame a little bit, like or like zooming or panning it more creatively.
And that's standard in anime.
Oh yeah, but like that, that the reason why it's better than DBZ because it's come out like 30 years after, and so they've had time to improve it.
It's not like niggas blankly just looking at each other staring for half an episode.
Alright. Anyways, I was supposed to name SAO's episode 3 the final Lotus, but I didn't get to that. Can you tell that we're real? You know what's the funny thing? No, there's no point where it's like it gets better. Yeah, man, that's pretty much the episode that I got. Fuck, we still went through an hour, by the way, man.
That's how good we are, guys.
Jesus. No, I blame you with your after party shit.
Look, man, it was needed.
No, well, actually, yes, it was. I'm not going to...
I finished 2 games this week. Aren't you proud of me? I never finished games. That was like my 7th PS4 game I finished.
Anyways, guys, that has been episode number 14. I have been your host, Robert. This has been my co-host, Meeman, a.k.a. Hurt God, a.k.a. Curve God. All right, man. Any final thoughts before we head out and I start playing this outro music?
Play the shit.
Huh?
Just play the shit.
Why do you gotta say it like that? Like, goddamn. All right, that is it, guys. Woo!
Why'd you say woo, girl?
What?
Why'd you say woo?
Why'd I say woo?
Who says woo?
I was just cutting the tension at this point, dude. I didn't know what to say after you were like, finish him. Like, wait, what? What are we...
You were stalling.
I was just panicking. Oh, shit, man. What is our luck that, like, the camera's not even picking up any of this shit? What do you think is the odds?
Please stop.
What?
Please don't jinx us again.
No, it's fucking your fault this time. Fuck off. Alright, that's been our episode. Bye-bye.